Sunday night basketball continues with the second of our doubleheader in the wonderful city of Denver, Colorado, and it is a monster matchup. The defending champion Thunder take on the Denver Nuggets, the top two teams in the Western Conference, with MVPs who are speedy and littered with talent. Nikola Jokic on one side and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the other. This is a game that's been circled really all season. We're so glad to bring it to you. Noah Eagle, the Hall of Famer Grant Hill, Ashley Shamady. We look at this matchup and there are so many storylines, but you've got to start with the Denver Nuggets, a team that took Oklahoma City to 7 games in the playoffs last year, felt like they had their chances, and with Nikola Jokic back on the court, feels like anything's possible for this team.
Anything impossible indeed. Sergei Bubka, before your time, kept raising the bar, and Nikola Jokic has done that throughout his career. This season, putting up incredible numbers, averaging a triple-double, obviously out for those 16 games with his injury, but he's back. He looks healthy. He looks in shape. He looks fast, as we saw him out on the floor before the game. But this team in the second spot, even with all the injuries they've had, Jokic has been great, and they're in the second spot, and they're sitting pretty. And we're at a rematch game against OKC from last year's playoffs.
You say the word fast, and it feels like that's been the term that you could use to describe Jamal Murray's season. We're just not accustomed to seeing fast starts, and as a result, first-time All-Star now in the Western Conference for Jamal.
And long overdue. I mean, Jamal Murray has had All-Star caliber seasons, but as you said, usually a slow starter really kind of builds up to the end of the season and into the postseason. But because of the circumstances, because Jokic maybe was hurt, he's stepped up his play, been big time, and finally, first-time All-Star for Jamal Murray.
His running mate, Nikola Jokic, is healthy, as we said. And for more on that recovery, we go to Ashley Shamady.
And guys, those 16 games, the longest Nikola Jokic has had to be out in his career in the season. He's never had to do an in-season rehab assignment either. And to say it was difficult for him is an understatement. I spoke with VP of Sports Performance, Felipe Eichenberger, who said that with how routine Nikola Jokic is, to throw that off a little bit and do this rehab assignment was just a little bit harder for him. And Felipe's motto when it comes to rehab assignments is that they should be harder than actually playing. So you can imagine how difficult this was. They did a lot of strength workouts, a lot of conditioning, and you might see him on the sidelines holding something called a cooling ball, a palm cooling ball, which actually helps with decreasing your heart rate so that you can recover a little bit faster. He's also been seen wearing a leg sleeve, which just compresses your leg and gets the blood flow to it a little bit more. So this time out was incredibly difficult for Nikola Jokic. Talking to Coach Adelman, he said to say that he absolutely hated it, that would be the true fact there. So this guy is glad to be back in the lineup. There is a little bit of a minute restriction, but man, I know he's just happy to be on the court.
And we're glad that he's on the court because it is not a fully healthy game for either of these teams. Denver is still certainly missing some critical pieces, as is Oklahoma City. You see Jalen Williams, A.J. Mitchell, Alex Caruso all still out for the Thunder, Gordon, Johnson, and Brown for the Nuggets. And despite missing some of those important ancillary pieces for Oklahoma City, you know exactly what you're getting out of those types of guys. You certainly know exactly what you're going to get out of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and having another MVP caliber year.
Yeah, steady, consistent, and bringing excellence every time he steps on the floor. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the way he scores, the efficiency, so dynamic, all levels. Also, on both ends of the floor, plays defense as well. But just the character and the substance and integrity that he brings to the game has this team always feeling like they have a chance, and certainly a chance for a repeat this year as champions.
First-time All-Star Jamal Murray on one side, first-time All-Star and Chet Holmgren on the other side. He's been spectacular on both sides of the ball.
He really has. He's stepped up this season. It's been great. It's been healthy, which has been a problem and a challenge for him. But defensively, what he does on the back line, protecting the rim, offensively stepping up, making shots, making plays. He has stepped into the anticipation and what they expected from him as a top pick, and finally glad to see Chet Holmgren celebrated for his accomplishments.
We have a massive matchup here in Denver. It's the Thunder and the Nuggets. You're watching Sunday Night Basketball, presented by Xfinity. Let's take a look at tonight's DraftKings Player Tracker. DraftKings is the #1 sports book for live betting. To get in on the action, download the app and use promo code DUNK when you sign up. Rematch of the second round of the Western Conference playoffs last year, and it's time to meet the starting five for the visiting Oklahoma City Thunder.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, University of Kentucky.
Cason Wallace, Kentucky.
Lugens Dort, Arizona State.
Chet Holmgren, Gonzaga University.
Isaiah Hartenstein, Germany.
Welcome, your super mascot, Rocky! Yeah! Everybody up on your feet. No one sitting in your seat. It's time to meet your Denver Nuggets! At center from Sombor, Serbia, number 15, Nikola from Penn State, number 24, Jalen Pickett. And forward from UCLA, number 8, Peyton Watson. And forward from Stanford, number 21, Spencer Jones. And at guard, your first-time All-Star, baby! From Kentucky, number 27, Jamal Murray!
Correct response from this crowd for the first-time All-Star Jamal Murray, long overdue, according to his head coach David Adelman, now in his first full season as the head man here at Mile High. Boy, this has major implications in the Western Conference, and we've got tip-off and a whole lot more next on NBC. So Jamal Murray and the Denver Nuggets trying to continue back-to-back wins with a marquee type of victory against what feels like another budding rivalry. Everyone wants to talk about Oklahoma City and San Antonio, but rivalries are formed in the postseason. And with the 7-game series that we saw, and you got to see up close a couple of times last year, it feels like there is some bad blood that's still remaining from what we saw on the court.
Well, what a series indeed. Really a legendary series. Spectacular play from both teams. And you're right, OKC got better as a result of that city launching them to the championship. And Denver feels like they got something to prove here. So first matchup since that great series last spring.
Our officials tonight, Mitchell Irvin, Trey Maddox, and Brandon Schwab, a veteran crew with good playoff experience to their names. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the MVP from last year, looking to make it back-to-back, going up against a guy who has 3 of them in Nikola Jokic, who in his career against Oklahoma City has a mere 8 triple-doubles. And despite missing 16 straight games, his 16 triple-doubles this year still head and shoulders the lead in the NBA. It'll be Jokic and the first-time All-Star Holmgren to jump it up. Oklahoma City has it, and we're underway on the second of our Sunday night basketball doubleheader. So glad you could join us here from Ball Arena in Denver.